All right, ladies and Gentile men, we are still on AEA Day. Look at your calendars, mark it down. It is a national holiday for air gunners extraordinaire. AEA in the house. So today on AEA Day, we've got the full-length Challenger 30 cal. That is the 303 30 cal. And we have already DonnyFL it with the Ronin, so I've got my girth. We're going to try to go with a short and fat today. We're going to test some of these heavy slugs. I've also kind of sized out a bunch of different 308s, the 303, just to play with. We're going to stretch this out and see what type of damage we can do. She is set at full power right now because we're shooting big stuff, and we're going to take it from there. So come on along, the AEA Challenger. I want to say thank you, Terry Fox from Fox Air Power, and Ben and Tom from AEA for giving me the chance to run this baby for the race. So as always, I got the ATN on there, even though they're not a paid sponsor. Actually, I don't have any paid sponsors. I'd like to have a paid sponsor. It would be nice. I can just dream about those days. Anyways, so I'm still working it like every other guy is. So let's go run this baby through the numbers. AEA Day! Oh yeah! See my DonnyFL? All right, folks. Now, as always, AEA has the anal probe. Make sure it's greased and lubed. This happens to be the same one that I use on the 25 cal. We're going to open this baby up to 4,500 because we're pushing this to the maximums at the moment. And it takes a while because it's a slow fill. See, I went up to 45, I closed it, and now it's down to 36. So it's a slow fill with the probes. That's would be my only downside, is I'd like to see the switch over to a fill nipple. Okay, there we are, right about 4,500 PSI. And as you've noticed, I don't have the two-piece pick rail like I do on the 25. I just put my big Texan pick rail on there, so I can't use the magazine even if I wanted to because it's in the way. So just like always, everything today is going to be single shot. I will get this set up and on paper, and then we'll start doing the video. Yeah, apple a day, Mr. Hollow Point will play. Now I have to set this. It's all out of tune. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. I think we're okay, gentle folks. We'll start off with the 66 pickup sticks. And I will put the numbers in the video later from the power testing. And of course, the biggest headache here is you've got fat fingers getting your fingers in. And we are starting today with the chubby Ronin. And then later on, I'll switch out to the slender Shogun to see if there's any preference that this baby likes one over the other. change our settings. Okay, so this is the 66 grain. Reduced the power a little bit. I'm going to reduce it some more because that was like, I think, shot 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's still a little too much shotgunning for me. So we're going to do it some more. So as you can see, that 66 is, it's tightening up, but it's still giving me a little too much of a shotgun pattern. So I'm going to loosen the lock, and I'm going to turn the power dial down a little more, and tighten the lock up. So, and again, we're still filling this to like, oh, at the moment 4,300 psi. We're trying to find that sweet spot. We did it with the 25. There's no reason we can't do it with the 30. Okay. 30 cal sweet spot is what we're looking for. The 66 and the old Shogun. All right, so as you can see, I was hitting here to the higher left. Now a couple of these are from the previous sticker fell off, but we're definitely, other than this one flyer here, we have definitely tightened up our group with the 66 and the lower pressure. Let's put a whole fresh sticker on there. Hey look, it's Mr. Inchworm. You go ahead, Inchy. I'm not going to hit you. As long as you stay away from the dinner plate. Well, that wasn't too exciting. So we've changed out the battery in the camera. And we put one shot on paper, adjusted the crosshairs, and we'll see what we're doing. Now we're full power, 4,500 psi. Do a little bit of recording here and see what we can come up with. Okay, this is the 4,500 psi, 82 cal, full power, the Ronin. Let's go take a look. Okay. So this is the 30 cal Challenger with the 32 inch barrel. I think it's 32 inch. This is the 82 grain. 82. 82, I think. 6 shots. I was aiming here. And we got 1, 2 here. And the other 4 grouping in there. If I remember correctly, these first 2 at 45. I think that's a little high on the power curve. That's why I'm getting this jump. And then at the slightly lower pressure, she's tightening up. So that's indicative of your bell curve. very pleased with that. Very pleased. So let's shoot some other ones and see what else we can do. Oh, I got to put more dots on this one. All right. So now we've got the Shogun on here from Donny. Donny. And we're going to see how it sounds different and or affects performance. Let's see what happens. Starting with the 82 grain. With the Shogun. Safety's on. Now safety's off. Unfortunately, a bunch of the stickers already blew off, but this here, ignore this. This is the grouping here. 5 shots with the 82. You know, covered because there we go. That's the way. Right here, these guys were going in. That's not a bad group at all. I'm gonna have to put a fresh sticker on there, unfortunately. That was with the 82 and the Shogun. All right, let's go take a look. .82 grain can of cream corn. Good on cream corn. Now we're going to try 96 grain. Since this thing is balls to the walls and power, I size these down and they fit and shoot. And again, we got the Ronin on there. Later on we'll try the Shogun. Zoom in a little bit. Don't do so much with this gimpy arm. See this 96 96 grain. Oh, very close. The tank. I'm still shooting high, but that's okay because all I gotta do, as long as the group is there, then I'll readjust. Okay, 96 grain. Full power. The Ronin. Working with the bigger slugs, the hole, you know, it's just a much bigger hole. It's much easier to see. We'll try the 96s again here, and see what we wind up with. So I am very happy right now with the 82 and the 96. As long as I remember the size of 96. Okay. 96 again. There you go, guys. There's 6 shots right there. 6 shots. That's the 96 grain. Oh, full power. This thing really loves heavy lead. So we're gonna have to reduce it on the lighter stuff for sure. Really sweet. So gentlemen, this concludes AEA Day. We have went through an assortment of bullets and targets. We fine-tuned, we tweaked, we tried the different DonnyFL schlong adapters. So whether you like long and narrow or short and chubby, other than a small point of shift change, both of them were pretty much spot on. The only real difference I could tell is there was a little tone difference, you know, a little, you know, not just a little, the overall sound was slightly different. Those 66s on full power didn't make a difference because they were cracking like an .06. But the 82 and the 96 were pretty much the same. It was just one was slightly grouping here, one was slightly grouping there. Both were excellent. So it's kind of going to be your choice. I can't really persuade you one way or the other on, you know, which male enhancement you want for your rifle. As I showed you as before, I turned the power dial down for the 66 grain to tighten that grouping up. I can still do a bit more fine tuning on that, but we've got that, you know, pretty much lined up. Full power on the big stuff, the 82 grain and the 96 grain. So keep a lookout in the future. I'm going to have some more hollow points set up for that, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm really happy with this. You can see the numbers from the indoor power testing we did. So there's some really big foot-pounds coming out of this little 30 cal. I know some guys argue and debate on the bore diameter. I'm a 303 guy. I think that's what it is. And you can see I always a little bit of resistance with the bullet probe, pushing it in, making sure it fits nice and snug. Didn't have any problems except where I forgot to size a couple of the bullets. So that's on me. Everything else fit just fine and shot just fine. I don't know what else to say. Again, I'm using single shot setup. And one thing on this that I did is I picked up this barrel band. It's all plastic, kind of. I slipped on there from an aftermarket vendor, and I don't know if I like it yet. I've got to do some more testing with it off versus with it on. Some guys seem to like it. It takes some of the bounce out of the barrel, but since these are all free-floating barrels, I don't know how necessary it is. But it's all plastic, so I'm not sure. You know, my vote's still out at the moment so far. But that is it. Other than that, this gun is stock. We pushed it up to 4,500 PSI until the tank started draining low, you know, at 43, 42. But with the 66s, I still found I needed to lower the fill pressure to about 31 or 3,000 to get those buggers to line up, to give me a much better grouping. And those are only for you guys that are going to be using the magazine. You need a shorter slug to fit the mag. But if you go single shot, you know, go heavy. You know, go heavy or go home. So AEA, DonnyFL, Harry Fox from Fox Air Power, Ben, Tom, thank you very much. This is again the 30 cal Challenger extended barrel. It's the only one the 30 comes with, I think, the 32 inch. I know I'm saying a lot, but I'm always flying by the seat of my pants. So I'm excited. Those heavy slugs are just 0 point accurate out here, you know, with the yardage we're shooting, which I think is still like 57. So with all that being said, thanks for watching. Peace out. You got any other questions, shoot me an email or a text. Anything about your male enhancement, call DonnyFL at DonnyFL.com. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Mr. Hollow Point is out of the house. Guys, I think we can all be honest with each other. Have you had those times where your performance at the air gun range is just not up to par? Are you feeling less than a man? Well, let me tell you, those little blue pills aren't working, your Cialis isn't working, get a hold of DonnyFL, because he can put something in your pants pocket that will make you back into the man you once were. Yes, you can get the nice little chubby with the Ronin. It's sleek, it's nice, it's got the girth that you need when you're at the air gun range. So trust me, DonnyFL, if you're feeling like you're less than a man. But if you're a slender, you're trying to slim down and be a little more trim, then you're going to want to go with the Shogun. A little more slender, a little more length, a little less girth, based on your air gun needs. That's right. When you need the Donny Schlong, go to DonnyFL.com. He will help you be a man again.